Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 1st to the 15th, 2022 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, there's going to be a loud sound as we clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Now, as the singing bowl was singing, I was looking into the scrying bowl, and I saw a lock coming undone. So something's coming unlocked, or because it was a lock that you would usually use on a locker, like at the gym or something like that. So check your lock if you're locking something up. That's going to be important. But there's a lock coming undone, something's coming unlocked. So just being aware of that. That's a message from Spirit that Spirit wants us to acknowledge. Now let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and Spirit guides show me clearly. The Chariot. Ooh, goodness. Okay. The Three of Pentacles, the Tower, the Death card, and the Six of Swords. We're moving on, okay? We're taking the reins. We're moving forward. We're protecting what is ours by doing so. So that's very important for us as we start off. Okay, and that is from the Chariot and from the Six of Swords, very much giving this energy as we're moving forward. There's a sense of I'm taking the reins. But there's also a sense of our subconscious and our conscious needing to come together, because subconsciously we're going to want to lead ourselves in one direction, and consciously we're going to be fighting against that. So that needs to be acknowledged during this time. We need to be mindful. We need to be mindful because the money is falling away. If we're not looking at everything, we're going to see the money fall away in a way that it's like, I can't afford this. What is going on here? So there can be somebody who's spending too much, or we need to be mindful of spending. But there is this sense of we're busy looking in one direction, and that direction doesn't have the money falling to us. So be aware of that, because you would think, oh, I should be able to know this, or oh, this is so close to me, I'll be able to figure this all out. And yet Spirit is saying we're not seeing it. The money's falling away. So being aware of that is going to be very important. The Tower. Something has hit us. And it can be that something has hit us, like it made us stop and it made us take things in. But there's a sense here of things have fallen apart. And it's made us see things in a very different light, in a very different way. And as we've acknowledged this, as we've seen this, we're going to be rebuilding. And it's like stronger and better than before. And I don't remember where that's from. But we're building it stronger and better is what is coming forward. And I know that's from a comic or a TV show, I don't remember. And there's a sense here of it fell apart for a reason. And people are saying, you're going to mourn that it fell, but it fell apart for a reason. So that's going to be very important to acknowledge, Sagittarius, that there's something here that we're taking the reins of after it has fallen apart. Like, after things have fallen apart, we're getting our footing. We're seeing ourselves. We're going to be seeing the money coming in more if we pay attention. But it'll be very easy for us not to. It'll be very easy for us to get distracted, to kind of get overwhelmed with things. So being aware of that is going to be important for us. Then we have the Death card. Dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. There's also a sense of something coming to an end. It's abrupt. It's like an abrupt stop. I'm just seeing the brakes put on. So something is going to come to an end abruptly, and Spirit wants us to acknowledge that. There's also a sense here of things transforming, And there's a sense of the growth coming in that wasn't there before. So acknowledging that is going to be very important. But there's also a sense of, I don't want to. It's kind of like, I don't want to grow up. I don't want to grow up. And Spirit is saying here, no, but it has to. It has to happen. And once we let it happen, we're going to be surprised at... It's like once we acknowledge the way that we're transforming or how we're blooming or how we're coming into our own, once we acknowledge that, we're going to be surprised at how the doors just open. So let's look at the energy we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Oh, right here, we have 2. We have the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So we can get in our own way during this time. We can be established and think, oh, it has to be just like this. But there's also somebody coming in, and this is going to be somebody, I see this person as a boss. I see this person as somebody of authority or who has authority coming in. And they're going to be very focused on, like, everything has to go this way. Everything has to go this way. They're a bit of a bully, and they're going to have a short temper. So being aware of that is going to be important. And then we have the Princess of Cups. It's so funny because this is like the opposite energy. This is somebody who is very emotionally immature. This is somebody who, instead of bullying by facts or by determination and force, this person bullies through emotions. This person can cry on a dime. This person, you know, what is it here? They lie. They lie. It's like the words that come out of their mouths are bitter or wrong. So just being aware of that. You might actually get a bitter taste in your mouth when they're speaking. I don't know what that's about, but that needs to be acknowledged for somebody. Or they could have really bad breath. That could also be it. So just acknowledging that. Okay. So let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Clarity, the third eye chakra. Something is going to be made very, very clear. There's a sense of, as our third eye opens, as we start to see, and that can also be what's being unlocked, our third eye, our intuition, we're going to see things so much more clearly, so much more openly, so much more honestly. Now, this can be a double-edged sword. For some of us, we're really going to like this. We're going to really embrace the clarity that's coming. For others of us, it's freaky. It's going to be, like, I'm not ready for this. So acknowledging that and acknowledging where we stand and talking to our spirit guides, talking to our angels, talking to ourselves and saying, okay, this I can, take in, this I don't like. That's going to be important. It then moves us to our goddess oracle energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay, this one, these two right there. So we have the drama queen and we have the detective. So we start off with the drama queen, and it says some people need a high level of attention to validate their sense of worth. Make sure that you are not that person staging needless plays. So that's going to be very important. Make sure that we're not being a drama queen during this time is going to be important, but also acknowledging the people who are a drama queen within our lives and not letting them drain us is also going to be important. And then we have the detective. Look past the veil of illusion that someone is trying to pull over your eyes. That someone could be you. So examine your assumptions. That's going to be really important. There's a sense here of like, I know. And it can be that spirit is also warning us here that we can make these really quick assumptions and not have a mature understanding of what's going on here. So that's going to be very important to acknowledge during this time, just for our own well-being as we move forward. We have our tarot now. Let's go deeper. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. We have the Ace of Cups. Ooh. The Four of Wands and the 10 of Cups. It's interesting. The Four of Wands is a celebration. It is a beauty. It is a coming together. We have a healing coming forward. So there's a real sense that after we go through and acknowledge all the trauma that we've been through or all the chaos that has been a part of us, we're going to see ourselves moving forward more towards where we want to be than we have been in a long time. And it's almost like, oh, I've been waiting for this. So we start off with the Four of Wands. This is moving house. This is celebration. This is, new job opportunities, but this is also a sense of I get to celebrate. And there's a real energy here of I get to celebrate, I get to embrace, I get to enhance. And as we're embracing this, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, hands us a gift of healing. It washes over us. It can bring tears. It can bring intense emotions. It can be more than we bargained for, but it comes in and it is powerful and it is intense and it's a game changer. This is a game changing time. So as these emotions come forward, know that we can be very sensitive during this time. Know that we can see things through a very emotional lens, and people might not be meaning to present it that way. So being aware of that is going to also be important. And then leads us to the 10 of water. What makes us happy? What does happiness mean for us? Not what does it mean for everybody else, but what does it mean for us? There's a sense of joy coming in. There's a need to accept this joy because, again, it's going to be tailor-made for us, which means that it doesn't fit everybody and somebody's going to have an opinion on it. Let them have their opinion. Let you have your joy. It moves us then to go deeper into the tarot. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, goodness. Okay, so these ones right here that almost just toppled to the floor. The 5 of Wands, the Hierophant, the 7 of Swords, and the Devil, the horned one. Okay. So there's something here that has chained us, all right? And there's something within the institution that we've been fighting against, all right, that needs to be acknowledged during this time. The Hierophant is the institution, but there is also a sense of power, of beauty to us once we recognize the tradition of who we are and stop trying to change ourselves for somebody else. There is a power here. There's a power here in moving in traditional footsteps, not meaning that we have to conform completely, but there's a sense of I'm finding comfort in this tradition. And I don't know what that is. It can be, for somebody, it can be, I'm just seeing a veil. So it's like a marriage tradition. It's something with a veil, okay? That's worn. It could be worn over the head. Well, of course, the veil is worn over the head. Or it could be, no, it could also be draped over a picture or a mirror. So embracing that, that's going to, yeah, that's a message for somebody. But there is also a sense here of there's power within me. And I didn't realize this tradition was important to me. We can be going back to our ancestry. We can be going back to the words of the past, coming forward in the present. That's going to have a meaning. That's going to be very important for us. There's also a sense here of I've been tied up. I've been tied up in the way that I thought I should be. And the way that I thought I should be, or the way that the world told me I should be, isn't the way that I need to be for me right now. Or isn't the way that I need to be, period. So there is a sense of reclaiming, coming forward. There is also a sense of somebody trying to trip us up. And it's almost like they want us to be their idea, their expectation, and we need to be who we authentically are. There's some sort of fighting going on. This person likes to fight. No, but seriously, this person likes to fight. They pick fights with everyone. We're going to think, oh my gosh, it's just me. If we step back, we're going to see that, no, it's not just me. It's a lot of us. Like, a lot of people are having a problem with this person. This person likes to start drama. This person likes to be a part of drama. This person likes to start drama and then say, what's wrong with you? You misunderstood me, type of thing. So acknowledging that is going to be important, but also like just calling out that person is going to be important. You might want to report this person to HR or to your manager, or, if this is at home, you say to this person, this isn't cool. Like, what the heck is going on here? There is also an energy of just chaos. Like, we've been in chaos for so long. The tower, yes. The spirit is pointing to the tower. And it's like, yes, okay, we have been in chaos for a really long time. Some of us 16 years or better. And we're so used to the chaos that letting in the blessing seems wrong. It seems like, okay, if I let this in, if I let down my guard, when is everything going to fall apart again? It brings us to the 7 of Swords. Somebody lied to us. That lie changed the trajectory of our lives. And I'm just hearing like, I love you. And it could have been a relationship, okay? It could have been that the person should have said they loved us, never did. So there's a betrayal that comes forward. And this betrayal, we're now gathering up the knowledge that we need, leaving some things behind because it's just going to weigh us down. Now we're starting to move forward. It's going to be a hard journey for us. There's a part of us that's wounded, and it's the inner child that's wounded from this. And until we acknowledge that inner child has wounds and we need to accept those wounds and embrace the way that we need to move forward for ourselves, there's going to be a battle here. It then moves us to go deeper into the tarot. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay, so what Spirit is also saying is that for those of us who do have children, all right, there's somebody here where like the lie hurt the child. It doesn't have to be your inner child. It could be that they hurt the child and you need to talk to that child. Okay, that's going to be important. So Spirit had me stop and said, time out. That needs to be acknowledged. Okay, let's look at this. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, there we go. We have the Death card again. We have Strength, and we have the Three of Cups. There's a real sense that through transformation, it has given us strength. But these Death cards are so different, right? So this Death card, Scythe, Black Dress, kind of Grim Reaper vibes coming forward. This Death card, Skeleton, person crying in the corner. It's much more ominous. So there's a sense here that the transformation has not been easy. There's also a sense of I've mourned what has passed. In the first Death card, I am empowered by the way I'm moving forward. I'm taking this energy, I'm empowering me. This, we're ending with I've mourned what I've lost, and I am mourning what I've lost. So that's going to be very important. There can also be somebody that we've lost, and we miss them. We just miss them, and we need to miss them. We need to just put out there into the universe, I love you. I will always love you. I'm always right there with you. And that's going to be important for us. It moves us to strength. There's tremendous strength. We're not going to see it that way, Sagittarius, but there's tremendous strength in our vulnerability of our heart. There's tremendous strength in us, embracing ourselves and embracing what we want and looking at what we need to move forward with. There's a tremendous strength within us. And it moves us to, there's somebody who was celebrating us and that they just couldn't show up. But there are people around us who celebrate us, who love us. And we kind of take them for granted because they're always going to be there, or they're always there and we think they're always going to be there, but they're not. And so here, it's like, honor the people who show up for us. Don't honor the people who we're always chasing, because it's just not going to work. It just isn't. So embracing that energy, embracing that beauty, and surrounding ourselves with people who show up, that's going to be really important. Or just stating, you know what? I'm surrounding myself with people who show up. I'm not surrounding myself anymore with people who don't show up for me, who don't care about me. And that it's a game changer. Okay. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Well, not with the tarot. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of. The Three of Cups, exactly what we ended with. Surrounding ourselves with people who raise their glass to us, but don't really mean it. We need to surround ourselves with quality. It's quality, it's quality, it's quality. That's what Spirit keeps on saying. We then have our chakra card. Our subconscious chakra energy, the crown chakra. I am. I am presence. What am I bringing to the situation? What am I crowning myself with? What is my crown? Is my crown beautiful? Am I a queen, a goddess? Or is my crown made of ashes, made of thorns? Is my crown of suffering, of pain, and of hurt? We need to choose. We need to choose. And if we, go to put on that golden crown, and there's something in the visualization where like our arms just stop, our hands just stop. It's like you can go for it, but you can't touch it. Why? Why is that? What is here? That's going to be very important to look at, to see, to understand. It moves us then to our subconscious goddess oracle cards, and it is the warrior. Know that you have the power to defeat negative thinking. Learn to understand and cope with your greatest enemy, your own fear. It's so powerful. That's what we're doing during this time. We're learning to see the fear and not to be defined by it. It leads us to our subconscious tarot message, which begins with the Five of Cups. Change your mind and change your life. We can spend our whole lives looking at what's fallen apart, looking at what isn't there. And then if we turn around and we see the blessing coming in, if we see the beauty and the love that we have, that's the game changer. It moves us then to the King of Air, the King of Swords. Cutting through doubts and fears and negativity. There's somebody in our lives, straight shooting son of a gun. That's what I keep hearing. Straight shoot. Is that a Jim Crow? Oh my god, Croce? Oh my gosh, I totally forget his last name. But he's a straight shooting son of a gun. His name is Willie McCoy, but back home they call him Jim. I don't know. I can't remember his name. Here, there's somebody where it's just a straight shooter. This person talks plainly. This person means exactly what they say, puts it on the table. So here, we're going to see something put on the table, and subconsciously, we're not going to know if we're ready for it. Or subconsciously, like consciously, we're going to reject it. Subconsciously, we need to listen. So that's going to be very important, because I see them like stating plainly, and us being like, "Whoa, wait." So just be aware of that. You need to listen. We then have the Hermit, Virgo energy. Going deeper, going deeper. We're going to have a tendency to go a little bit too deep. It's so funny because we have all Earth sign energy coming up in this line. So there's something here, chaos from Earth sign energy, or chaos on the earthly plane. We need to acknowledge it. We need to acknowledge the hurt that we're going through. We need to acknowledge our own strength and how we feel tangled up, and then how we retreat inward, but how by retreating inward, we're shedding a skin. We're embracing ourselves. We're seeing something more. That's going to be important here. It then leads us to the Three of Wands. The world opens up. The Three of Wands, we start to see a new beginning coming. We start to see things moving forward. We start to see ourselves more, what we want more. We start to acknowledge this, and this becomes a game changer. It's like the world will open, or we will open to the world if we have the faith in ourselves. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you all nothing but love, peace, and prosperity. Please stay safe. Please stay centered. There's a message coming in. It's about balance. It's about honor. It's about your voice. Honoring your voice. Honoring the balance within your voice during this time. And you're going to feel like I've transformed. I've transformed by being able to express. Okay. Yeah. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation. There will be a loud noise accompanying this meditation. It will clear away negative energy, raising our positive energy as we embrace our own power. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius.